out where the developers think you should go, well, I am going a different route, and this will probably be the only one we see during the run, if I remember correctly. So right now, it's just some basic platforming. Waiting for that ripper. No. Unfortunately not quick enough. And we use some tricks, namely wall jumping there. It's just a developer independent trick. And we progress through the area to get our next upgrade, which we'll be using a lot and we'll be collecting a lot, because the next upgrade we get is missiles. Missiles deal way more damage than your beam does, about 10 times more. And of course it would be a Metroid game if it wouldn't allow you to use the upgrades immediately. Just the missiles. Good stuff. Hopefully I'll get lucky. Otherwise, you will be seeing this boss one more time. Yes. Okay, don't miss this. There we go. That's the boss down. He will be dropping an upgrade, but we'll pick that up later. Hopefully I can get some decent drops. Nice. Got all the drops I need. I want to be at full missiles again, because we'll be getting into one of the most difficult rooms in the game pretty soon, which is the room, 2 rooms after this one. It's the hive room. There are 3 hives in this room which spawn all these nasty, annoying bugs. They take 2 normal beam shots and 3 missiles to go down. Like that. And I pick up another missile tank, and basically I kill each hive with 2 beam shots and 3 missile shots. This is a pretty dangerous room in its own right. I missed the missile there. Don't worry, I can get by. It's just looping around if all else fails. And we're past the room. That's one of the major obstacles in the beginning of this run. And we pick up some more items. Pick up our first energy tank, which adds another 100 HP. And we'll be collecting a lot of missiles and a lot of energy tanks over the course of the run. Just some nice little platforming for this area, Brinstar. And we'll be getting our next upgrade pretty soon. The upgrade we definitely require in this run, which is the bombs. The bombs are used in morph ball form and allow us to access a variety of different tunnels and secret passages, as well as gain infinite heights if done correctly. Oh. And I'm getting too early. So basically, after this, after collecting bombs, there are 2 ways you can go by. First, this room has to be done, and the door won't open until all the bugs are dead, but it can be random if one bug decides to hide in the ceiling there. Right after this room you have 2 options. You can go up, you can go down. If you go up you can clean up Brinstar earlier, but that requires some precise bombing and is slightly slower. Or you can go the way I'm doing, and which is the late Brinstar cleanup, which means that I'll be cleaning up this area, the area of expansions on the top of Brinstar somewhat later. With the bombs in our pockets, we collect some more items in Brinstar. Oops. And make our way to the crate area. This is pretty straightforward platforming, just using wall jumps, some bombings, and some jumps there over the acid pits. Firing a missile here just in case that enemy decides to approach me. I completely missed it, unfortunately. So in 100% we do crate first. In any percent we go the other way to Norfair and to the Ridley area and fight the Ridley boss first. That's but for 100% we need a certain upgrade from the crate area. This is the first case where I'll show you bomb jumps. Basically, if you time the bombs correctly, you can gain infinite height and get items such like these. I will be getting to the crate area pretty soon. Those enemies are always getting in my way. That's why I pick up the extra E-tank for safety. I can choose to pick it up after the crate area as well, but it adds some little safety here. Crate is a pretty technical area, as we'll be using a lot of bomb jumps at places. But first, and we also collect several missile items. We need the missiles for an upcoming mini-boss. The upcoming mini-boss requires 30 missiles to go down, but it's pretty easy to miss missiles on that one, so I'll be collecting a couple more for safety. I'm a bit low on missiles, so I need to do a little farming here. Just some farming. This game is also gives you what you need, so if you're not on full health, it gives you health drops. And if you're not on full missiles and have full health, you get missile drops. So right now, normally in the developer's intended route, you have power grip at this point, which means you can grab ledges and pull yourself up on those ledges. We don't have that one, so we have to use bomb jumps to get to some ledges. Okay, this is a diagonal bomb jump. It can be a bit tricky to get. Just be patient. Come on. No. Just wait. Okay. I'll just kill the enemy. The reason I kill the enemy and let the drop stay on the screen is such that it won't spawn any new enemies. There we go. Got it. That's somewhat tricky to get for if you're new to the run. I'm relatively new. So right now we activate the zip lines in this area. The reason we do so is because it makes traversing crate a lot easier, especially since we don't have power grip. And we can collect some items in this area early. So right now we're getting a little jump scare by the game, obviously. The mini-boss. Basically the fast way you can only kill it by hitting a weak spot. The reason this boss can be difficult is because that spot can slightly shift when it's coming out of the acid for the second time. But I got it down without a problem. Unfortunately, I didn't get any missile drops whatsoever, so that's a bit of a problem, as I need 20 missiles to kill 2 enemies in an area to collect a missile tank. But now we have the zip lines active, which will make the crate area a little bit easier. These nice little ball boosters also help. And zipline traveling makes it a lot easier than just running and platforming. You see me morphing almost at the ground. The reason for that is such that because it cancels the bouncing animation of the morph ball form. And that saves a little bit of time. I'll have to farm a little bit some missiles here because I'm way low on those. That should be fine. And you saw me do a diagonal bump just now. We have another one right here. Got it first try. Good. Yeah, usually I either fill one of those several times and get the other one first try. For some strange reason. I don't mind getting that first try. And here are those enemies. They take, these side hoppers take each 10 missiles to go down. Which is the reason I want 20. 8. And we use this nice little trick to kill that one fast as well. As he can't do anything to you from there. So now we just make our way to the rest of this great area. It's all pretty straightforward platforming. Normally we have to go down there, but we have to collect an item on this route first. And for that we need to clear the zip line, and we use these nice little barrel boosters. Bonus if you can get a ripper with each shot. And I'll block this hole for now, just because so I can call the zipline. And now we just nicely traverse in ball form to get this missile tank. You notice those crumble, that these are crumble blocks, so you can't, even if I would have had power grip, you can't climb up on those. You would immediately fall down. Okay, that's some little setup for later. And once again we don't have power grip, so we have to resort to bomb jumping. This is the first of the 3 unknown items we get. What their function is will be revealed later in the run. That will take at least 40 minutes. But they at least allow you to shoot some blocks. So there's that. So right now we make our way to Crate, the boss of this area. Obviously the area is named after him. And this corridor, we tried to kill the rippers fast. It's a bit tricky, the timing is somewhat precise. Hopefully almost got the wall jump. Basically it's a frame perfect window to shoot the block and land in between. So it's tight. And right now we're at the boss, Crate. In any percent we have super missiles at the point that Crate takes 3 super missiles to go down. Unfortunately we don't have that luxury in 100%, so I'll have to do a little bit different fight. Oh, don't worry, he's almost down. There we go, Crate is down. He's one of the 2 major bosses before Mother Brain. I should explain something about the mission. Samus is sent to Zebus to kill the Mother Brain and exterminate the Metroids stolen by the space pirates. But before we can access the area, Mother Brain's area, we need to beat both Crate and Ridley. And this upgrade here, the speed booster, is the reason why we go to Crate first, because this allows us to clean up the Ridley area in one go, this item here. And speed boost is pretty nice, because it allows us to go fast, what every speedrunner wants. Basically you start running through certain blocks and enemies after a while. And if you press down you can store the speed boost and can do something called a shine spark, where you fly in either one of the diagonal or horizontal or vertical directions. It will take a while before we see our first shine spark. So yeah, this nice little energy tank here is a nice use of speed boost. And that's our first shine spark actually. So what you saw me do, you saw me press down after in speed boost state, and then press double A to release the energy and getting shot upwards. This cutscene is the sole reason why for any percent doing the Ridley area is faster, because Ridley is featured in this cutscene. So when you do crates in any percent, which is after doing the Ridley area, Ridley is already dead and this cutscene is skipped by the game. We're collecting some nice little items here. And go through the same room again. Although the room we were in, this shaft room here, we take a slightly different route. Because there's a nice little shortcut we can use now we have bombs. And don't worry, you'll see later what those speed booster blocks in there were for, the ones with the arrow. I remember that upgrade that K-Form dropped, that's the charge beam. Charge beam allows us to charge our beam, obviously. And the charge beam shot does more damage, and if you spin jump into enemies while having your beam charged, you deal damage to those enemies, and small enemies are outright killed by it. This cutscene features Mother Brain, or extermination targets, so to say. We'll be seeing her after the Ridley area. So right now we're in Norfair. This visit to Norfair is a short one because we immediately make our way over to the next area. And here I show off the pseudo screw attack, the spin jump with a charged beam shot. As my beam doesn't extend all the way, I use the missile for that morphball tunnel. And I use a little wall jumping there to get up the elevator. So right now we're in Criteria. For those of you who don't know, Metroid Zero Mission is a remake of the original Metroid for the NES. But Criteria is one of the new areas. It's where Samus' ship is parked and we pick up some new items. Amongst others, another unknown item. Once again, the use of these items will be revealed later. Our suit is not compatible with those items, but it allows us to shoot the items pictured on those blocks. And here we will see one important reason why we want Speed Booster at this point, because we'll be doing a short little sequence break to collect a certain item. Don't hold your horses, it will be 2 Shine Sparks this time. And now we have Super Missiles. Super Missiles are upgraded missiles. They can open green doors and deal way more damage deal 3 times more damage than normal missiles, I think. And we'll be needing those to collect a few items, quite a few items on the way. So right here we collect Power Grip. Like I said before, it allows us to grip ledges, and that is important. We won't be using it here. And let's see if we can beat the tower. Basically, this tower, once at the top, spawns platforms, and it looks like I beat it. There's a faster way to do bomb jumps, doing a double bomb jump, but the timing is pretty precise for that one. So I'll stick to single bomb jumps. It's an infinite bomb. It's called an infinite bomb jump because you can gain infinite height if done correctly. Although the game sets a boundary on the outside areas for the height. So right now we're back in Norfair, and this is where the true technical part begins. I have to keep a close watch on my health. I'll be making, oh wait, don't forget this one. I'll have to keep a watch on my health because basically this game has two suit upgrades, a Various suit and Gravity suit. Various suits gives invulnerability to damage, to heat damage. Also, and in heated rooms without the Various suit, you'll take heat damage, so your health slowly decreases. Basically, you get that one for free at a later point in the game, so we don't have to pick it up in a special way. And we have 4 energy tanks, which should be enough to clear the heated rooms soon. This is a nice little platforming here. This is also a nice area for platforming. I might take a safety refill, but not at this one, because there's a refill station pretty closer to what I need. Right now we have Ice Beam. Ice Beam is definitely a required item. It allows you to freeze small enemies. And shots that would normally kill enemies in one shot would freeze them first. No waiting for that ripper. And here I take a safety refill because I'll take it. I like to take it safe. Looks like I forgot something. What did I forget? I forgot an item. I can fix it later. Oh, come on. There we go. I'll figure it out what item I missed. This is the first of the heated rooms. Basically, as you can see, my health slowly decreases. If I'm at 2 E-tanks or more, I should be fine. I'm fine. I have 3 E-tanks of health left. And this is the part where it gets a little bit dangerous. Luckily, I have a safety save ready at the save station right before this room. We'll just use our... This is a green door, so we use a super missile to open it. You notice me switching. And I'll pick this item up here first for safety. Because normally you would pick it up at the Shine Spark with the Shine Spark on the way back, but it's pretty easy to Shine Spark underneath it to miss the height. That bomb specifically was in order to make sure that the floor stays intact, which allows us to charge this Shine Spark. Feel free to read a donation.
Oh, we have a €2 donation from Magnificent saying, "First run of the new year, let's make it a good one." And it looks like we're doing that. Thank you very much for your generous donation.
Now we pick up high jump. High jump allows us to jump higher, and it also allows us to jump in morph ball form, which is useful. The reason we refill here is because there's a series of heated rooms right after this, which we need to make through in one go, and we need at least 2 E-tanks of health to get through. It can be pretty dangerous. Oh. Don't worry, I should be fine. There we go. And we're past the heated rooms. Good. And you see the super missiles are pretty overpowered here because normally that enemy takes 10 missiles to go down, but I clear him in 2 supers. This room, this is a short little sequence break, but we get a really overpowered item, the screw attack. Screw attack kills all normal enemies when you spin jump into them, basically. I refill here for safety. Looks like I missed the item somewhere, but I'll figure that one out. Where did I miss? Okay. Yeah, right now we're just making our way through the north area to get some more items right before Ridley area. We need one more extra special item to clear the Ridley area in one go. These enemies can be annoying. And here we have, the reason I refilled was because of this heated room here. Normally with 2 E-tanks you should be fine. This room isn't very long. But just for safety. And as you can see, screw attack really helps here, as it kills all your enemies when you jump into them. And yeah, missile spamming here, because why the hell not? We have enough missiles. Right now we picked up Wave Beam. Wave Beam allows us to shoot through solid objects. We don't use it that much, but we need it to get one item in the Ridley area. And now we'll cross the last heated room in North. We will cross in a while. With some nice little speed boost ring. Normally you're supposed to use Wave Beam on this worm, but you can clip your missiles through that little wall. Oops. Made a mistake there. And this energy tank gives us a nice little refill. We'll be coming up to our next mini-boss pretty soon. We will be fighting this mini-boss twice, actually. And twice in short succession, basically. I call this boss the gatekeeper of the Ridley area. And right there I used the speed boost and the screw attack combined, which is a pretty deadly combination if you ask me. This is the boss. It's Imago. Right now he's in his cocoon state. And you need to shoot this fine, but I'm not gonna wait for the Ripper to get there. So I cleared one side using wall jumps and missiles. And the next side I'll just use missiles and the Ripper as a platform. So that's that boss down. And right now we enter the Ridley area. Oh, at least if I know how to use an elevator. Really. And this is another little cutscene featuring, well, Ridley. The boss of this area, obviously. He's loud. And we enter Ridley area and immediately exit, because we need to fight the second form of Imago. He's also in the Ridley area, but you need another entrance. You need another entrance to that fight. And I still need to figure out which item I missed. But this is Imago. With supers, he goes. Supers and missiles combined, he goes down pretty easily. You can read a donation if you want. This is a bit trivial fight.
Alright, we have a 420 donation from Cruel, saying, for obligatory first donation hype, let's blaze through some amazing runs. Put my money towards Reek drawing Praise It during a hat in time.
Oops. Unfortunately, no shine spark there. There's a difficult charge spark you can set up there, but that one's pretty tight. And I refill my supers there. So I have to resort to using this nice little morph ball tunnel here. You think this room is normal? Well, it's a trap. And I completely fell into it. But don't worry, I have bomb jumps. And another little heated room. Nothing I should be worried about. Okay, this room requires a very specific setup. The reason we pick up Ice Beam early is because we can choose to pick it up later. I have to kill that enemy and get its drop. And I'll set up for a little glitch. Don't be surprised. Well, basically what happened, I froze two bugs on top of each other and was on top of them and killed both of them in one bomb. The game basically tries to put you on top of the other bug, so it tries to match its eye coordinates, but the other bug also died and is defaulted back to the spawn point, which is in the ground. So basically it puts you through the ground, and it saves us setting up a speed boost. Right there. And now I have to set up for a speed boost to exit the room normally. This is a map room, we don't need to map, so we skip it. And this room is a long corridor with some items in it, but of course long corridors are perfect for shine sparks. You see how long this room is. It takes a few seconds with the shine spark even. Immediately I have to set up for another shine spark. Basically to access some puzzle rooms. You'll see soon. I used missiles there because my beam won't reach. And this is the first of the two puzzle rooms. These purple blocks above me are crumble blocks, so if you fall on top of them you fall through and have to reset the room. Basically it's a race against a... Whoa, fuse? Okay, crap. I made a slight mistake there. Don't worry. Hopefully it will go down nicely second try. There we go. That's one. But of course, this isn't the only puzzle room in Ridley. The next one is can be a bit notorious. Notorious. The reason we need a wave beam, because we need to get some blocks away and shoot the missile block. And that jump is also pretty precise. But I got it first try, so that's nice. Feel free to read the donation.
We have a €1 donation from Anonymous, saying, long-time donator, first-time visitor, may this be the first of many donation. Money goes to reader's choice. So, put that towards Caveman Spongegar and Petrogar in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie costume category.
So yeah, what you saw me do on those bridge little things was use a shot to cancel my spin jump. Otherwise I would have fallen straight through with my screw attack. Screw attack is pretty overpowered, but sometimes it can be a little bit inconvenient. Super missile, there we go. And basically I try to have as many super missiles as possible before I fight Ridley, because Ridley goes down really fast with super missiles. This is another dangerous room to have screw attack in, because otherwise you fall all the way down and you have to set up a speed boost to get on top. Need that. picked up that little super because it was totally worth getting it. Yeah, and the next few rooms are just some item collecting. I used my spring ball to jump straight out of a morph ball tunnel. You can do that when you're on the edge of the tunnel. And now we have to traverse this room again. Hopefully I'll get another few super drops. Let's see. Nope, not anymore. But I should be fine with 7 regardless. Basically, as long as you have at least 4 supers and at least 2 E-tanks, you should be fine anyways against the boss. Because even in any percent, he's a pushover. Forgot to switch. That's the boss room, but first we collect the last of our unknown items, and don't worry, it will be only a small half an hour before we find out what those items actually are used for. So here we get another nice little jump scare. It's loud. And that was Whitley. Yeah, basically the strategy is just spam all your supers and missiles into him, and he goes down. Only on low percent this boss is hard. That's also a jump where I have to be careful not to screw attack through that enemy. And right now we'll be making our way out of this area with some nice little strategy here and there. Hopefully oh, that was too high, unfortunately. If you can time that jump correctly, you land on top of the shot block and you fall straight through, which is the fastest. And right now we're making our way to the exit. Oh, I almost forgot this one. Yeah, there are 2 ways to do this. There are several ways to do this. You can freeze a bug, you can do that difficult wall jump because you have to jump around the block, or you can use a bomb jump. And I want those super drops because I need them for Turian. And just to check, I checked the menu. I have all the items in this area. I'll be using this checklist several times. Basically, it's a feature you unlock once you clear a game and continue from the same file. You get a nice little checklist on each map for each area. And we use this little checkpoint to get back to Norfair real quick. Still figuring out what item I forgot. You'd notice me sparking past a missile pack. That's intentional. I'll be picking that up way later. And yeah, screw attack allows us a little shortcut. So right now we'll be moving towards cleaning up the Brinstar area. Basically collecting the remainder of the missile the missile and super missile packs. And next spark I'll be doing is a pretty cool one. I think it's easy, but it's quite a nice one. It's a ball spark. So basically a shine spark in morph ball form. You require spring ball for that. And you need to set up in this room because once you spark into a slope, you start rolling on the slope, and then basically you fall off out of that little ledge there. Come on, wall jumps. So right now we move towards cleaning up the rest of Brinstar. This is a late Brinstar cleanup. Normally you would approach the top right area of Brinstar from the other side if you would do early. But you can approach it from the left side as we do now. And basically, if you would do Brinstar early, you would have to do this room using bomb jumps, as you don't have power grip and high jump at that point. And this room is just waiting for the bugs to eat at those plants. The room across from this is the room where the Varia suit is at, but we get the Varia suit for free later, so we don't need to pick it up here. All the normal items always also count towards percentage, but when we get that Varia suit later for free, we also get the percentage for it. So there's no need to picking it up here, but we do need to go here because of that little E-tank I just picked up. I missed an E-tank. Interesting. How did I miss it? Let's see. I'm still trying to figure out what item I missed. It's annoying. Okay, right now we have all the items in this part of Brinstar. We need to pick up 2 more items in this area. You notice me switching to supers because that block is a super missile block. And I'm at 1 super missile away from maximum super missiles. Whoa, that's a strange clip too. And I need all the super missiles I can get in for the next area. Come on, wall jumps. There we go. That should be all the expansion items for Brinstar, or just 1 more missile. Why did I forget missiles? I forgot missiles. Why did I forget those? Let me check. Let me check real quick. I missed something. I can't figure. Did I pick up that one? I picked it up. Thinking out loud just now. Right now we pick up an item called Long Beam. You're normally intended to pick that item up pretty early in the run. But that's where the first statue pointed you towards, and we get it now. Basically now our beam travels across the whole entirety of the screen. I missed an item in Brinstar. Interesting. Which one? Let's see, what did I forget? I'm gonna check real quick. Crates, I have all I need. Norfair, Ridley. I forgot something in Brinstar. Missiles, let's see, got that one. I'm getting this figured out soon. That one. I forgot one. Well, I'll get to it later. I don't worry about it too much. There's another opportunity to get it. Is someone... just a quick question to the guys at Tech and Hosting. Is someone in chat pointing out a missile tank I forgot? Cool. Is someone in chat pointing out a missile tank I forgot in Brinstar? By chance? Okay. Because I have trouble figuring it out. Yeah. Obviously. Obviously. I don't bother too much about it. Oops. Right now we're in Turian. Turian has these nice little Metroid creatures, after which the game is named. You need to freeze them and they take either 5 missiles or 1 super missile to go down. And there's a slight chance they drop super missiles, and we want that, as super missiles are the fastest platform to kill them, and the final boss, the boss of this area, Mother Brain. And I'm getting really lucky on the drops, actually. That's later part of this game, by the way. I point out the Ken Metroid crawl part. It's coming up pretty soon. Yeah, right now I'm getting nice drops here. That's really good on drops so far. I like that. Whoa. Yeah, don't try to scare me. You notice me being a little conservative on supers in this room, as I want... Whoa, I spawned. Whoops. Don't worry. I'll manage. Okay. Can use one super here. Yes, you notice me, if those Metroids grab you, they drain your energy. And I wanted at least 6 supers for that area. And right now we're getting close to the boss room. These Sabotage each take 7 missiles in short succession to go down. But at this point I have so much missiles I don't have to worry about normal missile management. The only relevant missile management I have to do is super missile management. And the reason I want some extra super missiles here is for the glass to break quickly. And the safe spot in the room is right over here. Basically, and you notice me putting 4 normal missiles and 1 super missile into her eye each time. Ooh, that was close. Let's see, that one. And collision detection is a bit broken for this state of Mother Brain, so you can charge the speed boost against it, allowing us a quick escape. Oh, as this room is pretty annoying with all the blocks. Looking good so far. And normally at the top of that room with all the blocks is where the original Metroid would end, but of course this is a remake, so they decided to add a whole extra story behind it, which we'll be seeing up in the next cutscene. So Turian explodes the Mother Brain area. Samus escapes in her ship from the planet. Takes off her suit, revealing she's a girl. But gets ambushed by space pirates. Yeah, Metroid is a girl, sure. And she thinks she's safe. Well, she's not, because pew, and she goes down, crashes on Zebus again. And she lost her suit. So now, without a suit, she only has an emergency pistol which can shoot bomb blocks and stun enemies after a charging period. So now she tries to infiltrate the space pirate mothership. So this is a really stealthy section we sometimes call Metal Gear Samus. For obvious reasons. And you remember the wall jumps I've been doing earlier? Well, she can also do that in a human form. She's pretty acrobatic. And the suitless section is done the same way for all categories, because you don't have any weapons or upgrades. You do have your health E-tanks expansions. And hopefully I can skip the map up here, because otherwise it's a mark of shame in the zero mission community. Got that one. That's nice. And I'm healing here and doing a safety save just in case. And don't be alarmed by the saving animation, because my cartridge, well, shows questionable animations for that. I won't lie about that. And this is basically, you don't want to be if you get seen by the pirates, the alarm turns on and these corridors shut down, these shutters here. And it takes 7 seconds of not being seen by a pirate for them to open. So the first one, it's really slow to try to dodge that one, and also near impossible. Hopefully I can get this one here. No, almost got it. Otherwise, if I could have wall jumped high enough, then I would have missed this alarm phase. And here, I'll just wait for the alarm to turn off, because I know that pirate will climb up and the alarm is turned off. Whoops. And this section is all platforming, just wall jumping, if they will cooperate. And yes, indeed, can Metroid crawl? Well, here's your answer. The developers did add some shortcuts for the sequence, as you can see here. That allows us to skip a few rooms. And don't worry, there will be one more. The next room is filled with searchlights. If you get caught by the searchlights, the alarm will turn on. And if you're fast enough, I'm not gonna try, you can jump on this ledge and duck underneath the searchlight and exit this room several seconds faster. I don't need to heal here because I'm at full health and 9 E-tanks is a lot. There we go. Yeah, it's all wall jumping, and here we use another shortcut. We don't mind that the alarm is triggered here, because it will turn off immediately once I use this way. For some reason. Now we exit the Space Pirate Mothership and are in the Chozo ruins. For those who don't know Metroid lore, which I can imagine is most of you, the Chozo are these bird-like people you see in the background, and they were Samus was raised. Samus, our main protagonist, was raised by them. So this was once her home planet. Imagine living here. That's hard. So right now she's infiltrating these ruins to get a certain item. Spoilers, it's a suit. I triggered the alarm here intentionally, and I'm trying for a strat by freezing that pirate. If done correctly, I can turn off the alarm a little bit early. Nope, failed it. Don't mind, it only saves half a second. And we'll be doing another questionable alarm turn off pretty soon. You see the powerbomb tank there? Well, it's there now. And the alarm is turned off now by going into a safe room. And the powerbomb tank is gone. And you see it dragged away here. Fun fact, that's just a sprite. Even if you have some way to catch to it, you can't do anything with it. And this is the last alarm section. All the way to the end of this suitless section. Oops. Don't worry, taking a little damage there is not that big of a deal. I have to be pretty precise on my charge there. Because if I shoot before it's fully charged, it won't stun. And the charge meter will reset for this pistol. And this is crawling for your life. I mean, sure. no strategy to that room. And here my main focus is getting a nice little pattern here. Oh, good. A 4-1. And wall jumping. Some more. And looks like the alarm turned off early. That's good. Hero shot there. And I'll save here just in case. Because we'll be facing a little boss next. A little safety can't hurt. Too much. And I'm doing on fine. Well, this is the nicest cutscene of the game. The music is amazing. And it shows a little trip down memory lane. The Chozo and our protagonist. Right now we're at the Chozo Roots test. We also call him we all call him Charlie. For strange reasons. Don't ask. This boss requires us to shoot 4 symbols as they appear. And I'm gonna do a little strat here. If you damage yourself quickly, on average the symbols spawn faster. The reason I keep moving here is because otherwise it will shoot lightning at you. Oh, missed a shot. Good stuff. I need to pay like that. I need to... Yeah. So, no idling. There we go. Second symbol. And now... Ooh! Almost got it. I'm a... Cancelled. There we go. And at the 4th phase it gets really hard, because it will start shooting lightning down the middle. Oops. And which travels across the room. There we go. 4th symbol. Let's see if we can get a glitch here. Yes, got it. Normally you're locked into standing still there, but right now you can shoot here. And also we get our suit back. And now we go from solely underpowered to fully powered, because the unknown items also activate. Plasma beam, which allows us to shoot through enemies and deal more damage. Gravity suit negates lava damage and allows us normal movement with water. And space jump allows us to jump indefinitely in the air. You notice those things traveling off the screen? Those were the glitched out shots from my earlier state, which I got. And space jump is really nice upgrade, as you can see. And plasma beam as well, because it outright murders those pirates. Immediately the cleanup starts, because I have to set up for a shine spark chain. Yes, got it. Yeah, you basically need to recharge on that small little slope to get this item. And of course we also need a shine spark to get back. Fun fact, there is a way to get stuck in that area if you get through the two layers of shine spark blocks, basically. Did I pick that one up? I did, yes I did. I am getting really nervous for some reason. Okay. And right now it's just nice little music, nice upgrades, just blasting straight through everything. And I still need to figure out what item I missed in Grunge Star. I'll do a throw check once I get there. Because Ridley went fine. And I want the alarm on there because those pirates spawn further away from the Morphle tunnel there. And you notice at first in this little segment that the pirate is catching up to you, but that is until Speed Booster kicks in. And Speed Booster is so nice upgrade, as you can see here. Shine sparking your way out of it. These black pirates are invulnerable to missiles, screw attack, so you need plasma beam shots to kill them. And we still need some items to clean to get in the Norfair crate and Brinstar apparently, because I missed one. But to get to that area we need another upgrade, and that upgrade is at the command deck row of the Space Pirate ship. Screw it up a little bit. Curved missile? No, no curved missile. That item we need to get is, as you might have guessed, power bombs, which we saw getting dragged away in the Chozo ruins. The reason you see me shooting there is to activate this work robot, and I'm also using supers here as I have to take a mandatory refill pretty soon, and super missiles recharge faster and deal more damage and make the work robots walk faster. Wave beam helps a lot, clearing out some blocks in between. Whoops. Don't worry. We should be fine. At least, I think we should be. I'll figure out that item. Okay, right now we're at the command room of the Space Pirate ship, and we go down immediately to see a certain familiar Space Pirate with a powerbomb tank. Once again, this is a sprite, we can't do anything to catch it. And here we have the powerbomb tanks. We get only 2 powerbombs per tank, and we use it mostly to get other powerbombs. Strange but true. And we immediately use our power bombs to get this pack here. So now we have a maximum of 4 power bombs, and we need every single one of those. Power bomb management is pretty tight in this game, contrary to Metroid Fusion, where you drown in the dose. We're creating a nice little shortcut there for later. Those green orbs shooting lightning are really can be trolly, because even if you would be shine sparking, they can shoot you out of your shine spark. Pretty dangerous if you ask me. And here we will use the second one of our remaining power bombs. But that's okay, because there's a refill coming up soon. And that bomb there was for special reasons. And I have to thank that Space Pirate for shooting out a bomb block there. Oops. Frozen enemy in the doorway, that's why I couldn't pass through. Let's see. Whoa, unlucky. The reason I wait for a little bit in front of that one is because it can start walking again, and then it would block the tunnel exit and you can't shoot it out with missiles, which can waste you a lot of time. So right now we're coming up to our mandatory refill. I also take this opportunity to save since we're here anyways. I'm definitely missing one single missile pack, and it's annoying me as I can't think of which one. But I'll check it. I know it's in Brinstar. So that's eliminates a lot of possibilities. I got the first, second, third. It's a process of elimination. Oh, I might know which one actually, now that I think about it. Sure. Okay, I completely messed up this setup. But normally I would wait for the power bomb to be completely dissipate, and then I would charge a shine spark through that tube and use it to get a energy tank from below. But now I have to do. I never got that strat correctly down in the run, so now I have to do a shine spark from below. And the reason I pointed out that those green orbs can be pretty annoying while shooting you out of a shine spark is here. They can shoot lightning at you and then you fall down and have to reset the shine spark again. Which can waste you quite some time. If I'm lucky I get a power bomb drop somewhere here. I'll farm for a little bit. Nope, no power bomb drops. There's one more room where I can get those, which is this room. Okay, don't worry. Oh, power bomb drop. I'm gonna get that one. The reason I want this extra power bomb drop is because it allows me to do a faster strat, so a couple of rooms away from this one. A much faster and much safer strat. So it's worth going for the power bomb. And I think I figured out which this tank I've got. Hopefully. There are only 2 likely candidates. Let's see here. So right now we'll be making our way to Criteria again. Criteria, the entrance to Criteria is here, so that's why we need power bombs to get through. Let's see. If I wouldn't have had a power bomb, I would have to charge my shine spark there, but here I can clear this slope using power bomb and then just start running here, instead of doing a ball spark combo. For safety I'll do this one. And now I'm safe. That's too high. Yeah, unfortunately. Luckily I can now recharge my shine sparks here because I cleared the wall. So we'll do it a little bit safer. And I need to be really tight with this ball spark because otherwise you'll miss the entrance to that power bomb tunnel. So just as we ran out of power bombs, we get another tank. Always nice. And because we can immediately use that one here. That power bomb is to clear a passage we will be using shortly. But first we have to clean up Turian. Yes, we're making our way to Turian again, and it's changed a little since we've last been there. Because there has been a giant explosion. So everything seems a little bit rusty. And the items are hidden right underneath Mother Brain for the first one. And for the second one we're gonna do an awesome little trick. You remember we're having space jump now, this is space jump. And we're having a speed boost. What would happen if I would combine these? That would be a space boost. And the reason I'm not holding any directional inputs there is because you can break a block and immediately ledge grab on it using power grip, which would then require you to start that space boost all over again. So that's why I do that literally one-handed. So right now we have Turian all cleaned up. There are only 2 items in Turian anyways, so that's pretty easy. And we're gonna use that passage we opened up with a power bomb, which is right here, to get to a very, 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 very familiar place. We'll be getting there soon. And that place is called Brinstar, and more specifically, the starting point of the run. More balls to the left from here. Normally I would go down to Great, but since I forgot an item, I have to go pick it up here. You may notice that the game upgrades some enemies after a certain point. Let's check real quick if it's here. Otherwise, I know the other location. Yes, it's here. I thought so. Yeah. Minor mistake on my part. But luckily not a big detour. So now we're back on track. And looks like we're doing fine on time-wise. That's good. Yeah, just checking how I'm doing on schedule. Don't worry, tech. Got your back. So right now we're cleaning up the crate area, and the reason we do that, we pick up a few items now, is because we need gravity suits. We need to set up a shine spark into the acid. Yes, you heard me correctly. Inside this little acid down here. More specifically, a ball spark. And you need gravity suits, otherwise you can't break those blocks. And the reason this room is becomes pretty fast with space jump, you need to break those crumble blocks and then, whoops, capture the zip line. But I am an idiot, so let me try that again. There we go. That's the way you should do it. It's not a hard trick at all. And now we make our way to Crate. We've been here before, as when we exited Crate last time. And we need one more item from this area, and that's this one. And then Crate is all cleaned up. We cleaned up Ridley earlier, so the only area we cleaned Brinstar just now. So the only areas we still need to clean up are Norfair, Criteria and Chozodia, where the Space Pirate mod ship is at. And luckily we can use this little shortcut to Norfair. It requires screw attack and power bombs, so which is the reason why we didn't use it earlier. Just notice I still have my super missiles turned on. That's dangerous. Because I need those. And this is another reason we need gravity suits to get some items in this area. This tunnel is tricky to shoot. Technically you could get this power bomb tank here early, and that would give you early power bomb tanks, and there's a TAS run that does that, but it immediately dies. It uses a zombie hover to get to it. And now I just wait. The in-game timer is still running, as you can see by the block respawning. So I abuse that to get up there again. And yeah, with screw attack this area is great. Now we're gonna set up, whoops, for a little shine spark. I'm gonna set it up anyway. There we go. Switch to supers and hopefully get this one. Yes, got it. This shine spark goes all the way across. Yeah, basically if you're one tile too low, you bonk into it, and then you have to walk all the way across, which is no fun, I can tell you. The fastest way to do that is to use a space boost, but that space boost is still pretty tight. My button mashing is not good enough to stay at the ceiling for so long. And we use some nice little shine sparks here to get back. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the way back it's easier because you have this nice little slope, which gives you an easy setup for that trick. The reason Space Boost is faster than a normal Shine Spark is because Shine Spark has a long startup and bonking animation where you bonk into a wall, for example. So that's why Space Boost is faster, as it saves 4 seconds on startup and ending animation. Right now we're in the heated rooms again. Well, it's pretty easy. We have gravity suit and fire suit for free. So basically, we are invulnerable to any damage, to almost any damage done in that room. And well, with screw attack keys become trivial as well. So right now we're picking up this missile tank, and now I'm making a real quick check here. Yeah, only one more. Good. That means that I'm good on my item collection. And we use this nice little screw attack shortcuts here to get back. And we're back at the top of Norfair. And we're going to collect one more item in this area, and for that, to get there, we use a trick which is featured in the title screen demo. Shoutouts to the title screen demo for showing us this trick, because the runners themselves didn't figure it out. That's really sad. Shoutouts to Nintendo R&D 1. And this is another little space boost. The farther you get, the faster it is. But the ceiling is so bumpy, you're likely to you're likely to get stuck somewhere halfway through your space boost. So right now, Norfair is cleaned up, Brinstar is cleaned up, Ridley we already cleaned, Parade is clean. So now we're gonna clean up Criteria. We're gonna do we're gonna use a similar Shine Spark to the one we used before. You remember this one? We used that to pick up super missiles last time, but this time we're gonna open a door and use a nifty little ball spark here. We couldn't do that last time because it requires spring ball, which we didn't have at that point. And luckily, this is also pretty convenient, as we can enter Chozodia from here. And all the items we need. And yes, we do. Power bump management is completely working out here. Don't worry. That pirate can be trolly. And I need to be careful entering this room, because if you enter running, you run into the pirate. And we need to collect a power bomb tank, which is way out of the way, unfortunately. It's almost at the end of the original suitless sequence we did. And we need all of the power bombs to get there, basically. And it is a power bomb tank, so it immediately refills some of our power bombs. And the annoying part is your pistol in the suitless sequence can break bomb blocks, but your normal shot in your fully powered suit can't. So it's a bit slow. It's a bit slower to get through this area with your suit on. You notice we're getting close to the end of the suitless sequence, and it's in a really peculiar location, if you ask me. This is the last power bomb. Oh, no, you may notice that I fall off ledges in power bomb form. Basically, you can't power grip when a power bomb is going off. And the power bomb is actually right here. namely here, all the way out there. Luckily we can use the same shortcut we used after obtaining the fully powered suit to get out of the ruins. You might remember this one. And we have all the missile tanks already. We're collecting the last few 2 powerbomb tanks, 1 super missile tank and 1 energy tank. That's all we need to collect right now. And one of these powerbomb tanks will hopefully be collected in a very spectacular way. Oh, forgot to shoot. Don't worry, doesn't mind for the charge. Yeah, that might work. Good. Nice little shine spark. I like this one. And just killing everything on the way down. Ooh, no. Got hit by the pirates. It's a shame. Unfortunately, since the glass tube is broken, we can't charge another shine spark there. Because otherwise this room would have been a lot quicker. Oops. Space jumping requires a bit specific timing, so sometimes you may see me miss some jumps. Fun fact about those green orb enemies, they are attracted by a fully charged charge beam, and I use that to draw them into me and kill them with screw attack. In any percent when you don't have screw attack, this is not advised. And right now we're making our last little detour for the last couple of items. Basically those items are at the start of the suitless sequence, but we can use a little shortcutting to get there. And we use some awesome swag strats in this room. Hop, there we go, a little loop de la loop. And we wait, there we go. Does this work? Yes, the shutter opened nicely in time, good. It's all about powerbomb management at this point. And hopefully I can skip the map. There we go. Even if you're going into a speed boost, if you get to the map station, you'll get stopped and have to pick up the map, which wastes 10 seconds, which we don't want. And we have all the super missiles now, and the last powerbomb tank will be collected right here. So the only thing we need right now is 1 single E-tank, and luckily that E-tank is in 2 rooms before the final boss. What a coincidence. It's amazing. So right now we make our way all the way to the command room of the ship, from where we will go to the final boss of this game. Yeah, at this point it's pretty trivial. We just use the shortcuts we laid earlier to get through. Dodge that shot. And luckily we have some power bombs left still, which will be one of them we will use here to give us a clear passage through. And you may notice that I'm not saving normal missiles now. That's because we're getting to the end of the game, so we don't need to have any missiles left over. This shortcut here I also prepared with the power bomb the last time. And hopefully we can do some skillful dodging here. There we go. Good enough. Shoot the pirate here. This is a shortcut which allows you to skip power bombs. But we lay a power bomb there so we can roll straight through on the way out. And yes, there is a way out. And this getting this item requires a specific setup. First of all, you have to break that thing, the floor. There are two ways to collect the energy tank. One way, the fastest way is space jump, but that's pretty precise. And the other one is this nice little shine spark here. If you get caught by the alarm, this shutter will close down and you have to reset the room. But now we have 100% of the items, so yay. And luckily we can check, stupid pirate. Luckily we can check, we can do a pretty fast check to see if we have collected all the items. First of all, the menu here. And second of all, the final boss. The final boss is difficult, different for both any percent and 100%. If you have anything below 100% of the items, he takes 6 super missiles to go down. If you have 100% of the items, he takes 15 missiles to go down, super missiles to go down. So yeah, he's quite harder. Yeah, this Mecha Ridley can troll me. Yes, he looks like Ridley. Robo Ridley is another nickname we use. Iron Ted, he's sometimes called. For some reason, that meme is as old as the game itself, which is already 30 years as of now. So yeah, I almost got him. One more. There we go. Robo Ridley down. The final boss is beaten. Is the game done now? Well, it would be a Metroid game without an escape sequence. I also advise the tech crew to get ready on time. It will take nearly 2 minutes still, but it can't hurt to get ready on that. Nope, not in this game. So we'll be fine. And this time the planet won't blow up either, because it's the same planet as in Super Metroid. And Super Metroid takes place after Zero Mission. So the planet is spared for now. And we have one more trick left for the escape. It's a nice one. And all the doors close behind me, so I have to get the setup correct in this room, or otherwise I have to go the long way around. Luckily I have some supers left, so this workbot can get out of the way fast. I'll let it drop down. I don't mind. And I'll take this specific pixel here and set up a Shine Spark sequence. And I'll take it safe just because I can. And there we go. This ball spark takes us all the way through these rooms and this tunnel here. And this is the place where we'll be escaping from after fighting these black pirates, which is pretty easy in this category. Yeah, the pirates that... Okay, get ready on time. Time! And you notice this little pirate here trying to stop us. He's being a bit foolish because, well, you'll see for yourself. And we escape the space pirate mothership in a glorious blaze of fire. And let's see, I got a 1:28.58, which is good. That's
Give or take 10 seconds.
yeah, it is less than a minute away from my PB, so I'm really satisfied with this. We have plenty of time to watch the credits. Okay, we watch the credits because after the credits you get a completion screen with your percentage, and the completion screen is also dependent on the percentage and time you get. If you get under 2 hours and 100%, you get a different one than if you would have done any percent. So it will be nice to watch that and see some nice random Japanese names scroll across your screen, which will be fine as well. Overall, I'm a bit salty about missing that one item in Brimstone because I realized I might have actually PB'd if I hadn't forgotten it. It took me roughly 30 seconds. It would have saved me roughly 30 seconds if I wouldn't have missed it. And sure, you can go for donations at this point.
We have a €1 donation from. Hold on for a second here.
Is there a name?
There is a name, but I had to check out if there was an alias, which there was not. From Danan Veenstra, who donated €1 saying BSG just started and it's already going wild. Put this money towards the SpongeGar and Patrigar skins in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. It's not the biggest donation, but I will donate more for sure. So, right now that SpongeGar and Patrigar skin is winning way hard. So if you want to see nude SpongeBob, definitely donate to the other incentive there.
Let's see. We're getting close to the completion screen. But first, you remember the ruins test. You remember the flashback to Child Samus. Well. There's a nice little scribble done by our protagonist at that age, showing to Chozo and herself. We end on a positive note. Luckily, this is still PG-13, so we get some full shots of Samus here, without a suit. And completion screen is now. Clear time 106.04, and don't mind the new record thing. I had to reset my time attack file, so that's why it says new record. But it is 100%, and we see Samus, and I think if I can just toggle all the time with the buttons. But that's it for now. That was Metroid Zero Mission 100%. I hope you enjoyed. And see you guys later. I think we have a nice little Harry Potter run coming up next.